So I'm sure many of you have heard about this so far, and just, dear God. The guy who sparked consistent memes that are spread mainly through Discord and shitposts happens to be an enormous pervert and pedophile. What? What? You see, there's a line between flirtatious and teenage boy levels of uncontrollable, and then full out sex offender-ish vibes. You know? EDP445. Pretty big name on the internet. He was called out by the predator poachers, and before I get any more into it, these guys, or well, at least one of them, he isn't that great either, so none of them are saints. They did a good deed, but they aren't good people. I'm just going for the one redhead like me. Wow, redhead pride, whatever. Now, I came across this on mostly just Critical's video where he went over his Twitch stream. Unfortunately, I had to sit through the entire thing so I could gather all the information I needed. And for the sake of my sanity and yours, I'm not going to be showing any screenshots of the transcripts in this video. It is so disgusting. But I will send links to multiple videos going through everything, and links to tweets most likely. And just so you can get context, because it's not good, man. It made me so uncomfortable just reading it. And they were borderline hilarious, but so disturbing. I'll keep saying that. Fortunately, EDP was actually being lured, in NBC's To Catch a Predator. He was Chris Hansen. Obviously, the guys at Predator Poachers were the ones behind the messages. They were just luring him in using a decoy. And caught him in the act of genuinely believing that EDP was speaking to a 13 to 14-year-old girl. Dear God. And obviously, you gotta keep in mind, EDP is in his very late 20s. He is around 30 or 31 years old. He was born in 1990. It is 2021. He is either 30 or 31 years old, and he is having extremely sexual conversations with someone he believes to be 13 or 14 years old. Wow. And he said some genuinely disgusting things. I'm not going to go into it, obviously. It's genuinely just, it boggles my mind, but he, basically went into something that people should be discussing when they're, 20 to, preteen, a supposed preteen, someone whom he believed to be a preteen. Wow. And through all of this, they eventually convinced him into meeting up. And EDP genuinely believed he was going to meet up with a young girl. But no, that wasn't the case. His excuse was he was going out to get a cupcake. What? What? Funny thing too, in the transcripts he was aware of possibly whom he was talking to. His entire conversations, they were all just a setup. He was aware that might be the case. He still went on anyways, though. Why not? And I'll admit the quote-unquote interview these guys had with ADP was abysmal, but either way, in the end, he agreed to everything he did and everything he was questioned to. And that's what it all comes down to. He agreed to being disgusting to a supposed minor. Come on, man. It's disgusting. I'm worried this might be a more shorter video than usual, but I want to pump out more content and get that all done with. But we should use this as, I guess, an eye-opener for most people to really, like, again, I said this in my last video, be aware of everybody you put in your lives, because you do not know who could end up being some scummy douchebag. You know, anybody could be like EDP or worse. You have no idea. Nobody has any idea until they find out for themselves. It's just how it is. Salon.